quote was that you thought Michael Jordan had a very limited bag. I would like you to expand on that.
Well, in today's
You talking about today's game?
In today's game,
okay.
what they
So you
really
analyze. Hold on, let me set it up. So you analyzing Michael Jordan's game in today's game,
right?
Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay,
not
so that needs to be
day.
said. That needs to be said.
Yeah. So
gotcha.
Yeah, that's why it's kind of taken out.
But in the context, we just put it in. We put it in the bar now. Okay.
Yeah.
So in today's game, Mike,
today's game, like what's considered a bag is like, and it's like no real set definition of it because you just look like. You look at guys, when you say, all right, who got a bag in the league, you instantly go to like Kyrie, James Harden. But these is guys who need multiple moves to get cracking. Like Jordan didn't need multiple moves. He just right by you. One dribble pull up, fade away. You know, for that era, that was great. Like now it's a one-on-one league to where it's like you really gotta like to get by your man on the switches and everything. Or if you're not 6'10" shooter, like Wemby, got a bag. It's crazy some of the moves he do. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it was meant. Like Jordan had a bag for his era. I was taking it into context for this era. I think when you look at guys like Tracy, Vince, Ray, Iverson, like dog, them guys would be unstoppable in this era. You know, they didn't settle for threes. They was getting 50, 60 points with like 2 threes.
And you think those guys you just named had a deeper bag than Mike?
Vince, I think, had a deeper bag than Mike. Because he can do everything Mike can do. And his threes was more.
We're talking about Michael Jordan, too.
Yeah,
right?
Michael Jordan, his bag was athletic bag. Like, nobody had a better athletic bag. Like, in the air, he did too many things.
The definition of bag to me is having a barrage of moves to get to the cup or score the ball, period. To say Michael Jordan has a limited bag, but he was arguably the best scorer in our history is what the definition of a bag then? And then if I'm being honest,
it's like so many different ways.
Let me get this off, man. These niggas today don't even know how to score a move and then bring it back and remix it, and it's a bunch of that, bro. We talking about putting the ball in the bucket.
That's what they call a bag, though.
Bro, I'm talking about the essence of scoring the ball.
Yeah.
MJ, his bag was 1, 2, 3 pull up, 1 dribble pull up, getting by you dunking the ball, 3 ball.
Now I couldn't go live on this particular video because I had to get what you just heard. Now, I don't know where to start with these guys. But Paul Pierce, the truth, he just played himself. And I don't know why these guys can go through a pretty good career. He had a good career. He got some championship or 2 or whatever. And then they'll throw it all in the trash. I don't know for what. They'll throw all that down the drain and make themselves look hellified stupid. Here's one thing that I've learned. Some people, they just want to argue. They just want to say something. They just want to throw something. They just want to say any old dumb thing. Folks, I speak a lot about gray area. And that's where people like to go. I don't get it. You're going to tell me that a man that I watched since 1982 when he went to UNC, and I already knew then, folks, this ain't hindsight. I got an older brother, Donald, 4 years older than me. And when we saw Michael Jordan play at UNC, I think my brother might have saw him one time in high school when he came and nearly broke somebody's hand in the rim. I'll have to ask him about that, but he was telling me about that. But we knew then, before he even went to the NBA, we knew then that he was the best basketball player we had ever seen. I was 12, he was 16. We knew this. A lot of people say, we didn't know he was going to be there. We knew he was going to be good. We know he was going to be that good. What I'm telling you, what me and my brother constantly said, this dude is the best dude that we've ever seen play basketball. That's before the Bulls, folks. That's why Michael Jordan, all the greats in the 80s they were playing already and in the league. And we had seen them. We saw Dr. J's. We heard all the, but we said right then, this is the best man that's ever played basketball. We were watching him. And here come Paul Pierce. And see, you can't argue over dumb stuff. That's what I found myself doing. Why would I argue over dumb stuff that there shouldn't be no argument about? Because I was trying to pull somebody out of the mire that they were in. That's why, folks, people, the way I talk, the shit I talk, people don't think I care about anything. That couldn't be the furthest from the truth. That could be the furthest from the truth. But I'm going to tell you something. That's a losing battle. Paul gets on here and see, when you're willing to discuss stupidity with folks, guess where they'll have you going? They'll even have you going stupid. They had Paul Pierce's, his debate or whatever he was trying to say was so nonsensical that Kevin Durant, even though he knew better than what Paul Pierce was saying, he had to go in and bring Shaq into the conversation, or let Shaq be brought into the conversation alongside the GOAT. A 7'1", 300-some pound center. We gonna bring him in the conversation. That shows you how, hey man, you can't talk to these people. That's why I say a lot of times, I'm not gonna be debating with people. I'm not gonna be debating with you over something dumb that's not even a debate. I'm not gonna do that shit. Hey man, I care about folks being bamboozled and fooled. So that's why I did it, but I won't be doing it anymore. What I will be doing is attacking the very folks that's trying to get me into a dumbass debate. I'm gonna attack these people. Because it's something they doing on purpose. They doing it on purpose. Let's just throw any old thing we can. Let's just say anything. It don't matter. Jordan is the GOAT. Well, he didn't play football good or basketball. We ain't talking about that. But that's what they'll do. That's what they'll do. Paul Pierce, you are about to get a letter from the Will Smith Club. That's what you about to get, a letter from the Will Smith Club of bitch ass men. Because you being an outstanding idiot and bitch right now. I ain't never heard most stupid crap. And then this fool go and talk about, well, then he start waffling. Boy, I can't take it. Well, this is taking into consideration the new era. This era. You mean the era where you can basically jump backwards both feet 2 times. Where you can take 4 steps. 4 or 5 steps, folks. That you trying to tell me what the young folks say? Are you Paul Pierce? No. You know what? He in the top 75. That should take him down at least 15 places. For saying this dumb, stupid take. Depending on what a bag is, and Jordan, he didn't have to do nothing, but he blow right by you. You mean to tell me Jordan blew by everybody that got in front of him? He had an athletic bag. What the hell are you talking about, Paul Pierce? You fucking idiot. You sound retarded, is how you sound. And if you sound retarded, you are retarded. What would make this fool say that? I bet you this. I bet you a Michael Jordan at 39, 48 years old, not 48, 40 years old, when he came to Boston, you were in your prime. You were in your prime, Paul Pierce. And did you make Michael Jordan look stupid? I don't think you did. You was out there scratching like it was 93. With this man, 40 years old, ain't got no bag. I done seen Jordan do more things. Back in the day, folks, if you play NBA 2K, they got something called, damn it, why can't I ever remember this name? Not attributes, but, you know what I mean. He's a scoring facilitator or something like that. What was it? Archetype. They had archetypes in 2K, NBA 2K. And folks, I made up an archetype that I said Jordan is. And here's the archetype that I said Jordan was. He's a multi-aggressive counterpuncher. What does that mean to me, folks? That he's a aggressive counterpuncher. That means he's coming at you every play. He's aggressive with it. He's not waiting. He's coming at you. And every defensive thing you can throw at him, he's got a counter for it. An aggressive counterpuncher was the archetype I said. And here come Paul Pierce. Talking about, I mean waffling all over the place. When somebody checks him for his silliness. Oh, well, this is in the context of the new era players. Will Smith Club, there go another one. Let me call out some Will Smith Club members. LeBron is their poster boy. LeBron is the poster boy of the Will Smith Club. You got Ja Morant. You got this ditzy bastard, Klay Thompson. Why do I call him a ditzy bastard? Because he's dating a female called the Stallion. That's the best you can do. That's the best you can do, being a millionaire, high-profile athlete, and you go out and you get one of the used bitches that you can find. Folks, a lot of times you can tell what kind of man you looking at by the woman that he chooses to call himself getting ready to marry or something. I'm going to leave final judgment on him. But if he put a ring on that bitch finger, I'm going to know he's stupid. I know he's stupid already. You can get the best of the best. And what do? You go get a Megan Thee Stallion. You are stupid. You're stupid. But Paul Pierce, this stuff is sad, man. Oh, well, a bag is this and a bag is that. You gonna try to tell me what a bag is and what a bag is not. You've been playing, I'm playing on a professional level. And it got so silly that Shaq comes up. He gonna try to make you explain that Shaq has a bag. Shaq got a bag, all right. It's about that big. Stop playing, man. That's why you can't talk to these motherfuckers. They'll have you looking stupid. They'll have you looking stupid, and that's their whole agenda. I just had to get on here about Paul Pierce. Because you just, Scottie Pippen, you in the Will Smith Club. Great career Scottie Pippen had. And he got into his feelings about the truth. Not that you overcame those, whatever they said negative about you. Not that you pushed through and still got you 6 rings. His feelings hurt. And he come out talking all kind of dumb shit. Folks, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm truly tired of black men coming across as women and not good women. The skanky of women. That's how they come across. So I've decided I'm going to be talking about these baby mamas. Do you think I'm going to have a baby mama on to go back and forth with her? No, I already know what you think. And it's insidiously stupid. I'm not going to talk to nobody who act like they're oblivious and just can say any old dumb shit. Well, I don't need to talk to you. I don't need to talk to you. I don't need to be played with. And I think people have been playing with me for a long time. So who's the fucked up person in that instance? The motherfucker been playing with somebody or somebody who has truly been trying to help? Trying to keep you in reality. Paul Pierce is nothing to me. The truth. You're a fool. And if I hear another grown, gray-haired man talking about what the youth say, and the youth say this, the youth don't know shit. It's obvious they don't know shit. So you trying to tell me that I need to go off of what the youth talking about? Who else says that? What other group of motherfuckers say we need to go from what the youth talking about? Folks, that's all I got to say. I'm going to put this video up. But Paul Pierce, you're in the Will Smith Club. And the Will Smith Club is reserved for outstanding bitches. Throw some liars in there too. But you say bitch, and you ain't got to say no more about lying. That's all bitches do is lie. And think they fooling somebody. That's the funny part. Think they actually fooling somebody. So I'm going to encourage people. If people want to be stupid and retarded, just let them go be stupid. Call them stupid and retarded and don't say nothing else. Because then, if you fuck around, they'll have you going off into some dumb shit yourself. That's just what he had Kevin Garnett doing. Hey, Kevin Garnett, good job on what you was talking about, but he pulled you off into some foolishness. And he called them just what it is. Y'all motherfuckers is goofy. That's a nice way to put it. Y'all some goofy motherfuckers. But anyway, that's all I had to say. But I couldn't go live with that because I had to get that snippet of this motherfucker actually talking. And trying to explain some dumb shit. Sorry, Paul Pierce. You remember back in the day, Paul Pierce got stabbed a couple of times? I was like, what in the hell? What the hell is Paul Pierce doing getting stabbed? Where are you at that you getting stabbed? If you around there talking to some dumb shit like you were just talking, some people can't take that. Paul Pierce probably around there shooting off his mouth saying something so outlandishly stupid that somebody say, no, I'm not gonna shoot the fair one with him. I'm gonna give him the end of this blade a couple of times since he taking me for a fool. I don't know if that's what happened, but man, Paul Pierce, you sound so stupid. And there you go again. Just because somebody can bounce a ball and put it through the hoop, that really means nothing when you get right down to it. It really means nothing. These motherfuckers are embarrassing to me. Embarrassing. So watch who you debate with. Watch who you debate with. Because they can be full of shit and trying to get you full of shit because they mad they can't pull you into that oblivion, that abyss of retardation. So they just keep yakking. They pull all kind of shit out. Well, LeBron is the GOAT. Why he the GOAT? Because he grew 1,000 trees in the off season. Lame. Hey man, I'm gonna let it go at that. But Paul Pierce, you was a fool, man. And if Garnett is smart, he'll get some space between himself and you. I can't be around fucking idiots. Because guess what? I'm going to start looking like an idiot. Because I'm hanging around with one. Folks, that's it for this one. I'll holler at you guys next time. Poor Paul Pierce.
Oh, yeah. And when he needed a three, he could hit a three. And he hit game winners. And he came back from 15 down in the fourth. And yeah, man, what? And then he was a boom. Y'all got me up in here, boy. Y'all better put some respect on Mike's name. Boy, stop saying goofy. That's goofy as hell. Mike Jordan ain't got a bag, P? Man, stop, man.
No, nobody said he ain't had no bag.
Y'all said he had a limited bag.
Because he didn't need a bag. He was so
Definition of bag.
He was so athletic.
Definition
and
of
so
bag.
much better that he could just one dribble pull up on you.
Man. Definition of bag.
I think it has something to do with like you got to take 20 dribbles and get the moves off and score. That's what this era is. I can care less about a bag. I ain't saying not having a bag ain't good.
Man, you got to have a bag. If you scoring anything over 20,000, 30,000, bro, you got to have a bag. You understand? Because they going to put the best stopper on you.
Shaq have a bag?
Shaq had a bag? Shaq was one all dunks. Shaq had a jump hook, a left.
Dream had a bag.
Fuck out of here. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Shaq dunked the ball majority of the time, but he had a jump hook, he had a left hand, he had a motherfucker, a fadeaway. What you talking about? Dream had moved.
Could we establish if you're at the top of the scouting report and you're finding a way to score 25, 30
you got a bag.
You got a bag?
Absolutely. You got
I don't know. Well, we got to ask this new generation.
Okay.
Because the new generation defines it different.
The new generation.
I think he got a bag, but the way they say it is like no bag.
The new generation not educated. Go do y'all education first.
That's why they come here.
I'm doing this based off the new. This is all based off the new generation, by the way.
Okay. So more context. That you base it off of what the narrative is.
You not spoke to so many young people, you speaking for them.
No, I'm just going on what they say.
You'll have to stay here.